Hi everybody, thanks for joining me again today. Welcome back to the channel. We are looking at a Revell 1971 Plymouth GTX today, unboxing this, taking a look at this for the first time. I picked this up today at the discounted price of £27.19, which I think would be about $31, $32, something like that US, which makes it quite cheap for a 1/24th scale model car kit in the UK. I appreciate that that's in some other countries that's not that cheap, but to get one over here for that price, it makes it worth getting at least to do something with it. So I don't know anything about this. I've never built a Plymouth GTX before. This is a Fast and Furious edition. You can see this is, I believe, recreates one of the cars from one of the Fast and Furious films. I've never seen a Fast and Furious film. No particular reason. I like cars, I like films. I've just never seen a Fast and Furious film. Maybe I will one day. It's not really on the list, but before we start, I'll just say that so I don't really know who Domenic is or why he's got a 71 Plymouth GTX. I will say that it looks like it's been modified. I really like these wheels. I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like in the kit. It looks to me like what I would call a Pro Touring style car. I don't know if that's still a thing, but a few years ago, getting muscle cars and kind of modifying them with some more modern suspension technology and so on, and subduing the colours was a thing, and they called it Pro Touring, I believe. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Interestingly, we kick off with what appears to be a pretty much unaltered photograph of the built model on the front of the box. So that's quite interesting. That's not typical for Revell these days at all. We've got a photograph of this person here. I assume is Domenic, the Domenic character. Okay, so on the side, same illustration there, the usual choking hazard stuff, don't assemble this model in the bath, that kind of thing. Yes, no more different detail on the end there. Oh, this side is just dedicated to Fast and Furious. Alright, cool. And then on the back, yeah, more photos of the built up model. I do like to see that. You can see the rear end here. Yeah, front axle and steering. Inside the cockpit and the engine bay there as well. Always good to see that. We can see some of the parts on display there as well, and an indication of what colours you will need to complete the kit. Good stuff. So let's see what's in the box then, without further ado. And I have not looked in here at all. Let's pick this up. Drove home from the shop with this, and I'm looking at it for the first time now. Okay. Colour instruction sheet. Let's save that for a few moments' time and concentrate on what we get. So everything is in this one poly bag. It appears to be poly bag within that as well, which is, I think, a good way of packaging model kits generally. That works well for me. So let's have a look first of all then at the body shell. This is what we want to see. And it's big. Look at that. 1/24th scale 71 Plymouth GTX. I think that would make it the top of the range Plymouth satellite for that year. That's a big, yeah, that's a big body shell. That's, yeah, you can see that's running on a big chassis. I like it. Big coupe body, A-pillar check, they don't appear to be warped or bowed, good. Yeah, I like it, I really do. It's got brackets there, I guess that's where the rear spoiler goes on. So because there are brackets there, you've either got to put it on, or if you don't want it, you've really got to take care to sand those off. Moulded in door handles, moulded in marker lights there. Yeah, I think we've got a GTX legend moulded on the side there. Looking good. Really sleek, actually. I do like that. Some engine bay detail as well. Washer bottle, battery. Yep. Okay, yeah, so a bit on the bulkhead there. A little bit of slam panel detail. Quite nice. Liking that. We have two sets of tyres, all right. That's what we like. So there may be some build options in this kit. It's not made obvious on the box, but there may be. So let's have a look what's in here. First of all, I'll just pull one of those off. Bit vulgar, but there you go. Right, so we have what appears to be a stock tyre with, yeah, a convincing looking tread pattern on. Plain sidewalls, no sidewall detail on there. But that appears to be a stock, I'm going to say that's a stock 71 Plymouth tyre. Then we have, if I actually manage to open this bag with my deadly knife, we've got this sort of wide modern performance tyre that we saw on the box. Pretty low profile. Again, no sidewall detail. Again, if I can just catch it in focus, quite a decent looking tread. Really decent looking tread, actually. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so happy with both those sets of tyres. Right, then let's get into the rest of this poly bag. Get the rest of the sub poly bags out. Okay, right, okay, everything is in another poly bag in that poly bag. Alright, I get it, I get it. Bear with me, I'll be right back with you after I've sliced through this. Must remember to sharpen this knife because this is not really having much effect at all. There we go. And yeah, wow. Everything is in there. Okay, we'll start off with the clear parts because they're on the top. So we've got a one-piece unit which takes care of the rear screen and the windshield there as well. So you've got all this nice area on top here to glue it into the headlining. Love that. That's a nice practical solution. Headlamp glasses there, 4 of, and what are those there? The sort of driving light or parking lamps on the front, I think. No sign of the rear lights. I'm sure we'll figure out what happens with those as we continue looking through. Right, next in terms of plastic, let's take a look at the hood. That's a big one. Pretty good size hood there. So there's a fly buzzing around here. I do apologise, that's horrible. Good size hood. It's got these sort of side scoops on there. Are they for show or are they for go? I'm not sure. Maybe we will see. Intake manifold, wheel backs, standard looking stuff there. One piece chassis base plate with decent moulded in detail there. Fuel tank moulded in. Yeah, front subframe there. And then the bucket seats, which look pretty good. 2-piece bucket seats, got the front there, and then the seat back, which looks really detailed actually. Yeah, it looks very much of its time as well. Awesome. Okay, next up. Okay, so we've got, these are the modern pieces we've got here. Look at those wheels. So pretty big, mean looking wheels there. Look like some sort of really expensive alloy, probably 19 or 20 inch. What do you think? I don't know. Pretty impressive looking though. Nice detailed there. Got the wheel bolts in there, and yeah, would respond to some nice painting, I think. And then front suspension gear, which yeah, looks like sort of Chrysler setups I've seen from the from the 60s really, on model kits. And then we've got these 4 brake discs here, disc brakes all around. Yep, she's been modified. Discs and calipers there, ventilated actually. Drilled ventilated discs. Nice bit of detail, Revell. Okay, next up, we're gradually getting through the plastic here. One-piece interior tub, some moulded relief on the side there. Basically, there's a lot of ribbed vinyl in there on the sides and on the seat. And this centre console detail here, which has got this sort of driver-focused area where I guess is where the gear lever would be found. Yeah, pedals moulded in there as well. Engine and transmission halves, fairly standard stuff. A different front end setup there. The instructions will prep to tell us what the deal is with that. Another inlet manifold, I think I'm right in saying, in addition to what we had before. Sort of little front quarter spoilers. Rear spoiler, and what's that, a fan shroud, I think? Yeah, I think it is. Alright. Interesting. What else? We have right here, that's that front panel with those driving lights out. There's an air intake there as well. Sport steering wheel, 3-spoke. Fan, hoses, exhaust, manifolds there. Okay, yeah, fan and pulley assembly, engine front. That's a rear panel, I think. Separate exhaust pipes, looking nice. Oh, molded in with the rear axle and rear leaf springs. Okay, good. Radiator and dash, which has got some deep detail on as well. Looking nice. Good, good. And finally, for the plastic, onto the chrome, which is a reasonable amount of chrome. I need to really improve how I get stuff out of bags, obviously. Right, so we've got this nice grille here. Now, of course, on the box, that is finished in black, more or less the same as the bodywork. You could leave it in chrome. I think on the standard car, it was a bright chrome finish. I think the grille was, or was the grille black? I'm not sure. You've got various different things you could do with that, I think it's fair to say. Same with the rear end here as well. There are the tail lights moulded in place. Okay, so they just need a bit of tinting to the colour you want. Engine air cleaner, triple carb setup, mirror glasses, various engine bits there. Another style air cleaner, and then what looked like stock Chrysler or Dodge Plymouth sports wheels. They're nice, actually, really nice. Okay, right, let's take a look at the instructions then. Did we get a decal sheet with this? Did we get a decal sheet? Okay, yes we did. Okay, usual safety, health and safety stuff there. And then a decal sheet with quite a lot going on, which is often the case when Revell repop these older kits. I think this may have started life as a monogram kit. I could be wrong there. But we've got all sorts here. So I think we've got wood accenting for the dash, for the interior side panels, I think. License plates, GTX, emblems, marker light colours there as well. You can use decals to simulate the marker light finishes. Engine bay decals, love those. I do like decals in the engine bay. Nice feeling of realism there. I think we've got belts, safety belts there. Not sure what all of these are for. Oh, maybe they're for the tail lights, backup lights, not sure. And then sort of gold coloured stripes that are on the hood in the box cover art. Okay, right, so let's take a look then at the instructions here. We've got the same colour photo there, the usual safety whys and wherefores, and things to do and not do while you're making this kit, what all the symbols and logos mean. Paint colour guide, quite extensive there, quite a few colours there that it suggests you're going to need for this. And then we've got our parts layout diagram as well, which is very nice, very useful. Okay, and then they're into assembly, which looks fairly standard for an American muscle car here. Engine halves go together with engine ancillaries, heads. It tells you which of the inlet manifolds to put on there as well. But I guess you can make your own mind up there. This one is going to use a triple carb setup, but it looks as though there are other options in the box which are not detailed specifically in the instructions. Yeah, if front of engine and pulley system goes together, then yeah, your triple carbs go on and exhaust manifolds. And then it does give you a choice on the wheels here. You've got version A, which is those stock Mopar rims. Version B, which is these wide tyres with those big rims. And then version B, what's different between those two? Are there two different widths of wheels? Can't really figure that out. Okay, that'll become apparent when I get to build it, I suppose. And then that's it. It tells you which front end you need, which suspension and steering setup you need when you're assembling with those big wheels to make Dominic's car. Back end going together there as well, fairly straightforwardly. And then, okay, so then it gives you an option here. Yeah, you can use a different setup. In fact, no, I've got that wrong. Let me just go back. Let me rewind the last 30-40 seconds. I've told you wrong. This setup is if you're going to use the stock Mopar, the stock Chrysler wheels with the skinnier tyres, the original tyres. That's the front end setup that you put on then. If you're going to go with the modern modified version, then you use this front end, this front axle, and you put these brake discs on. You put these brake discs on the back axle, and then you put your big bad boy modern wheels on. Okay. So then we get these variations in the dashboards as well. You've got the modern modified version, decal setup, and paint guide compared with the original version. Yeah, so there's different decals that go in place there. That's quite interesting. That's quite nice. That goes together with the steering column. Seats and seat backs go together. You put those into the interior tub. That all goes together straightforwardly. You get your radiator into the engine bay. Put your glazing in. Interior goes into the body. They're suggesting putting the tail panel on here now before you go and cement the chassis to the body. I'll have to take a look at that and see if that's the best idea. It might be fine. And then, yes, I'm on the front end. Bumper, grille assembly and headlights go together and go on. Then the front panel and those little quarter spoilers go on. Final engine bay parts go in. Coolant hose, air cleaner. Again, it indicates this is for version A. You've got that circular air cleaner there. Stock mobile wheels, the stock version, if you like. And then for this one, I guess for the updated version, or for just a different version with the triple carbs, you've got this long air cleaner, oblong air cleaner. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, I just studied that in more detail. Then painting guide for the hood, that goes on. Again, they give you different options there. So this really is a 2-in-1 kit. They don't market it as such, but it is a 2-in-1 kit, like the good old 2-in-1 kits. Rear spoiler goes on, and then you trim final assemblies happening there. And then you've got paint guide, yeah. So you've got your original 1971 Plymouth paint guide there, which could build up to look really cool. You could get rowdy and use some of the more exciting colours that they had on the go in the catalogue back then. And then you've got this Fast and Furious one, and this is the paint guide for that car as well, which looks pretty good. Okay, I think that's really good. I think they've really undersold that kit. You know, there's 2 different models you can make there. They don't really say so on the box. So if you can get it cheaply like I have, I recommend that. I think you can have a lot of fun with it. Thanks for watching.